All you need to know, the Bloomberg Quint podcast that prepares you for the day's business. Good morning, and thanks for listening in. It's Friday, and it's also the 13th of September. This is the All You Need to Know podcast from Bloomberg Quint, and I'm Alex Matthew. There are signs that stress in the real estate sector here in India is bubbling over into non-bank finance companies. Altico Capital India Limited, which is a real estate-focused NBFC backed by a set of marquee global investors, has defaulted on interest payments of just under 20 crore rupees to Dubai-based Mashreq Bank PSC. The principal amount for the external commercial borrowing on which Altico Capital has defaulted stands at 340 crore rupees, according to an exchange filing. In news on the economy, industrial production rose in India in the month of July at the fastest pace in 9 months. The IIP rose 4.3% compared with a 6.5% increase a year ago. The reading was nearly double what most economists had penciled in, but experts caution that the number in August could once again be muted. Retail inflation, as measured by the Consumer Price Index, rose to the highest in 10 months, while inflation in food and beverages stood at a 14-month high in August. The CPI inflation stood at 3.21% in August, compared with 3.15% in July. Now, here are a couple of big stories from overseas. The European Central Bank's Mario Draghi cut interest rates further below zero and restarted quantitative easing despite resistance from ECB governors that represent key euro area countries. The ECB reduced the deposit rate to minus 0.5% from minus 0.4% and said it will buy debt from the 1st of November at a rate of 20 billion euros a month for as long as is necessary to hit its inflation goal. Central bank governors from Germany, France and the Netherlands opposed immediate resumption of bond purchases, according to Bloomberg sources. Draghi's decision risks leaving his successor, Christine Lagarde, with a headache when she starts in November. There's also some positive news on the trade war. Trump administration officials have discussed offering a limited trade agreement to China that would delay and even roll back some of the U.S. tariffs in exchange for Chinese commitments on intellectual property and agricultural purchases, according to a Bloomberg report. The proposal would be an interim deal rather than a final resolution aimed at avoiding tariffs due to hit China in December that would affect consumer products in the US, ranging from smartphones to toys and laptop computers. The plan reflects White House concerns over the economic impact of tariffs going into an election year, with polls showing that the trade war is not popular with many voters. In the banking space in India, the Reserve Bank of India has said that it has reduced the risk weight requirement for consumer loans to 100%, a move that will reduce the cost of such loans. The risk weight refers to the capital banks have to keep aside as provisioning to cover any loan defaults. Currently, the risk weight requirement for such loans is 125%. The government has eased compounding and prosecution norms for defaults made by taxpayers in filing of income tax returns, underreporting of income and failure to deposit tax deducted at source. For more details, look up the story on the website bloombergquint.com. Lenders to SR Power's Mahan project in Madhya Pradesh have sought details of a proposed settlement plan from the company's promoters after negotiations to sell the project to ArcelorMittal fell through. In international markets, US stocks gained with all three benchmark indices advancing, but they only rose by up to 0.3%. Two of the three early risers were trading in Asia, and both were in the green. And with that, it's over to Darshan Mehta for the trade setup for the day in India. Good morning, Darshan. How are we likely to end the week?
Hi Alex, good morning. Good morning everyone. The US markets did well in trade. Asia and the ASX Nifty are stable today. The biggest newsmaker today probably will be some of the stocks in the banking space, NBFC space, real estate space. And the news is that foreign fund-backed NBFC Altico has actually defaulted on a repayment. So there will be some bit of stress that you'll see in some of these sectors. Some of the other stocks that you need to watch out for, Dr. Reddy's will be in focus. They've received an EIR from the US FDA indicating closure of its audit for the Vizag formulation unit. The US FDA had issued a Form 483 with 2 observations for this plant in June 2019. Biocon licensed 3 generic formulation products to China Medical Systems Holding. Infibeam Avenues has said they will demerge 2 of its subsidiaries which will be listed at a later date. Power Grid has been declared successful bidder for 2 transmission projects in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. DHFL has defaulted in payment of NCDs and interest worth 197 crores, which was due on 12 September. Manpasan Beverages says that no forensic audit and call option has been approved by the CMD. They allege that the company's financier, FinQuest Financial Solutions, to have passed the resolution with malified intention. Big bulk deals that happened yesterday. Future Retail in focus. Bennett Coleman acquired 74 lakh shares in the company. And yesterday, Apollo Hospitals, the promoter was seller. The buyers include Abu Dhabi Investment Authority and Society General. Brokerages, Goldman Sachs has upgraded Motherson Sumi to a buy from a neutral and cut the target price to 121 from 124. They are saying that the ramp up of new plans and execution of new orders will aid earnings. Goldman Sachs has also upgraded Shriram Transport to a buy from a neutral and raised the target price to 1231 from 1155. And they say that they are well positioned to deliver healthy ROAs of around 2.6% over the next 2 years, and healthy fundamentals and benign interest cycle offers upside. The other notes include a JP Morgan on Fortis, in which the target price is 160, and CLSA on Glenmark, which is a sell and a target price of 350. But there's much more you need to know before trade actually starts. For that, log on to our website bloombergquint.com and click on the All You Need to Know tab, and you will be prepared for morning trade.
Thanks, Darshan. And as always, thank you all for listening in. This is Alex Matthews signing off. Have a great day and an even better weekend ahead.
I hope you enjoyed listening to All You Need to Know. Did you know that you could listen to the show on the IVM Podcast app? On the IVM Podcast app, along with this, we have a number of other shows which you think you'll enjoy. Listen to Cyrus Says with Cyrus Brocha as the host. Listen to Paisa Vaisa with Anupam Gupta. The Scene and the Unseen with Amit Verma, or Shunya One hosted by Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay and myself. Check out the IVM Podcast app to get more talk content that you will enjoy.